How much smarter and happier would you be if you had two brains instead of one? Stanford, Harvard, and other elite institutions have discovered that unlocking the power of your second brain is the master key to feeling awesome all the time, performing at peak levels, defeating occasional stress, and much more. Do you feel like you could be happier when you wake up? Do you ever suffer from random feelings of anxiety or feel low but don't know why? Do you ever experience brain fog or occassional memory issues instead of sharpness? Would you like to be happier and upbeat for no reason? Stanford researchers recently shocked the scientific world. They discovered there are up to 100 trillion microbes that reside in your gastrointestinal tract, representing thousands of species that affect our adaptive immune systems, energy production, and obesity. For context, if each of those little microbes were a $1 bill, they would extend nearly 6 million miles into outer space, or around the equator of the Earth 250 times. As we just alluded to, science is increasingly discovering the incredible role that certain bacteria play in everything from your brain to your immune system to the amount of fat around your waistline. Whether you feel happy or down, it depends on what's inside your gut. For instance, one study published in the Journal of Biological Psychiatry links bacteria balance to changes in your mood and mental health. These microorganisms act on what researchers call the brain-gut axis, basically meaning your tummy is connected to parts of your brain that process stress. Yes, stress levels are actually related to the balance of bacteria in your gut. That's why researchers increasingly call your gut the second brain. Because it impacts the way you think, feel, and perform far more than you realize. The miracle of your second brain. Technically known as the enteric nervous system, your second brain consists of sheaths of neurons embedded in the walls of the long tube of our gut, or alimentary canal. Your second brain contains some 100 million neurons, which is more than what is in the spinal cord or the peripheral nervous system. This multitude of neurons in the enteric nervous system enables you to feel the inner world of your gut. Thus, equipped with its own reflexes and senses, your second brain can control gut behavior independently of the brain. But it can also profoundly influence your brain above. A more effective way to feel better, whether it's reaching for that sugary treat, checking a notification on your phone, having a drink after work, or binging on Netflix. We do so to feel better. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm as guilty as the next person. However, I have a better way that has made me feel upbeat, positive, and happy without using those crutches to escape. Why happiness happens in your gut. That's because study after study has shown that serotonin levels play a significant role in your mood and subjective experience of happiness. In one study, researchers found that increased blood serotonin levels lead to a better mood, and even make you more friendly and social. The problem is that there are so many toxins and disruptors we're exposed to. For instance, the EPA reports that we are now exposed to some 100,000 different chemicals in the environment. Many are ingested or absorbed through the lungs and make it into the gut, which isn't natural or beneficial. The most powerful factor to support your second brain and feel awesome. Earlier, you learned why your gut, or second brain, produces compounds that help you feel good. It is constantly making new chemicals like serotonin, which determines your mood, dopamine, which regulates feelings of happiness, plus norepinephrine, which can impact fat loss, and dozens of others. The biggest difference maker? Getting the right strains of probiotic bacteria. In one study, published in the Frontiers of Neuroscience, showed that subjects who took probiotics, a mixture of L. acidophilus, L. casei, B. bifidum, and L. fermentum, experienced positive changes in cognitive functions like learning power and memory. When you have the right probiotic bacteria in your gut, in the right balance and ratios, your second brain works as it should. You feel awesome, your mood is elevated, you're more resilient to occasional stress. Your mind and memory are sharp, it's like nothing can stop you. This is why we're excited to introduce Cognibiotics, a breakthrough probiotic formula for elevated mood and optimized mind. For more information about this great supplement that help in your mental health, just click on the link below.